Hello, welcome back to another Marvel Champions live stream. Happy Monday. Thank you, Owen M 9955 for gifting a sub, and congratulations to Massive Vault for the gifted sub. Thank you so very much. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Data Dude, I know I've said it before, but great theme. Thank you. Yeah, I love it. It's so good. I had it commissioned for the channel, and I was so happy with the work that they did. How's everyone doing? I am excited. I get to play Ironman. I love Ironman. And actually, what's really funny is that this is the hero that was top voted on for the next Hero Spotlight video. If you are interested in doing that, you can go vote on what heroes I play next. But it also happens to be the next hero that we're going to be playing through in the Marvel Champions Cinematic Universe. So I'm going to get a lot of exposure and time with Tony Stark here over the next couple weeks. But today, what we are going to be doing is, ideally, depending on how long I ramble and how fast I can win, we're going to be playing through 4 different games with Crossbones. One in each of the different aspects. We're going to be doing Expert Crossbones. We are going to be using the suggested mod, 2 of the suggested mod sets, Hydra Patrol and Weapon Master. We'll be subbing out a 3rd mod set. So while we're sitting here just kind of talking, if anyone has any suggestions on what that mod set should be for leadership, also I need my standard and expert cards, throw that in the chat. I wanted to start, well, actually I had no I did not care what I started with, which aspect I started with, but I like leadership. I thought leadership would be a fun way to hang out. Hey, how's it going? How you doing? Good morning. But I wanted to save protection. I think protection is going to be my last because I adore Iron Man and protection. Iron Man and protection is absolutely bonkers, incredibly powerful because of all the tech upgrades that protection has, and it's gotten intense. And so I'm really excited to play protection. So we're gonna save that. Either it's not gonna be the first game, it may be the last game, but we'll see. Just because I like to kind of save my favorite for the last if I can. So I figured I'd start out with blue. Hey, Josh. Hey, yo, how's it going? Hey, Mastermind. How you doing? Good morning. Wonderful to have you all here. Let me find my standard set. Standard and expert. Excellent. Sweet. Alright, so I went with Crossbones. Crossbones is, I think, just a really solid all-around deck tester. I put the video out for how I plan on testing different heroes, and I will be doing that starting with Ironman. So we're going to be playing off screen with Ironman, and I think I have settled on Ironman, or with any hero, to test against Magneto, to test against Collector 1 for like the rush, so sub out Rhino, and test against Collector 1 because he's also very susceptible to rush. I'm going to change out the Menagerie Medley mod set because that is a horrendous mod set. And it was either going to be Thanos or Claw for that last one. So that's kind of the idea behind the deck test. That will be the first. Tony will be the first one that I play through those combinations with to kind of get a better feel and start building up a database on how they're doing. It's so mean. Oh my gosh, it is so mean. I hate that. So please do not recommend that for our mod set today. But Crossbones is an interesting hero. He also, I thought, would be kind of fun because Tony likes to stay in alter ego to start the game because he has a 1 hand size in hero, but he gets a +1 hand size to a max of 7 while in hero form, depending on how many tech upgrades you have. So what that means is it makes it really hard to roll up to hero form early in the game. And Crossbones has a really low threshold for scheme 1 with just a 3. And so that's going to add a little bit of pressure to Tony. So we will probably lose the first scheme, but then we have a 6 and then we have a 5. So it's a little bit of pressure, and so I'm excited to see how Tony can handle that. Okay. So we're starting with blue. Let's start building the blue deck. Now, Tony is all about the tech upgrades. And so let's talk a little bit in a generic sense about what that means. Actually, let's look at his kit real quick. So we've got a couple of tech upgrades. Let me just go ahead and grab them all. His entire kit, you are building the his suit. So we've got rocket boots, we've got power gauntlets, we've got his helmet, we've got his arc reactor, and his armor. Now, out of this, hey villain, how you doing? Iron Man is such a weird hero in solo. If you can get a quick setup without losing the main scheme, he can be dominated. But if you can't, oof, early game is everything. Exactly. Yeah, yeah. I love it. I think it's so much fun. Can we give Crossbones Master of Time? We absolutely can. So we got Master of Time. Yeah, no, I totally agree. He is something else solo. It can be really tight, and I think that makes it fun and exciting. Would be funny to think Crossbones time. Dude, Crossbones has made some friends over the last couple of streams. He him and Claw, they definitely punch above their weight class when it comes to allies sometimes in the encounter deck. Sometimes it seems like some of the mod sets are a little bit stronger than their own sets. But here are the upgrades. This is 2, 4, 6, 7, so you can get up to that. I am Iron Man. Yes, Armenius. You can get up to that high hand size with just his kit, but what we want to be doing is finding tech upgrades to add into his kit so that we can kind of blitz that a little bit sooner. Like Villain was saying, if you don't get that higher hand size, if you're not rolling up quickly, it can be very, very detrimental because you have to stay in alter ego, and in alter ego solo, it can be very tough to do. So these are the ones in his kit. And then outside of that, he has some really interesting resource generators. He's got Stark Tower, so it helps him in alter ego. Pepper Pots is one of my favorite cards in the entire game. I feel like I say that a lot. I need a better way to say that. Pepper Pot. I really enjoy Pepper Pots. I think she's a really cool design where you can exhaust her and generate the resources on the top card of your discard pile. And so that means that if you are paying for things with doubles, one of my favorite things to do in like this type of build is to use a double to pay for Pepper Pots, have the double on top, and then immediately utilize the double again. Her resource generation can be pretty insane. He's got a couple of repulsor blasts, so this is a deal 1 damage. Discard the top 5 cards of your deck. For every lightning resource you discard, deal 2 additional damage this way. This is printed lightning resources, so you have to be a little careful there, but it doesn't count if it's wild. But we will exploit this in the protection build. We'll exploit this in a couple other builds, maybe. I don't actually know. But this could be a really good source of damage. The other source of damage is the Supersonic Punch, dealing 4 damage for 2, or 8 damage for 2 if you have Aerial. He can get Aerial if you spend a mental resource with his Booster Boots, which is where I wanted to talk about next. Is he's a genius, which means that the Ingenuity card, the Ingenuity resource generator, can be played by Tony Stark and can give him Aerial every single round. So it's a really cool combo there. I'm really happy that they printed that card. And so let's go ahead and grab that. I don't see us running a deck without Ingenuity. So yep, Ingenuity right there. Play only if your identity has the Genius trait, maximum per player, exhaust to generate a mental resource. With Ingenuity, I also typically like to pair this with a Quinn Carrier, going back to Villain's advice in the video that we did together, which if you haven't watched that, you definitely should. We want to look at what our resource generators are going to be. So we got Ingenuity, we got Pepper. Would you consider Stark Tower? This may be something that we need to talk about, Villain, because I'm curious about form locked resource generators and how those deal with the math. Right, Stark Tower is technically a resource generator. You're pulling the topmost tech, but it's only an alter ego. So do you count that for half of a resource generator? So let's go ahead and grab a Quinn Carrier. Oh yeah, I have not broken down my decks from the video that I did yesterday. So we're gonna just go through here. We got a Quinn Carrier. Yeah, we're gonna start with leadership. We're starting with leadership. So um, we're gonna be doing all four of them if we have time. All four of them today, but we will definitely get through all four of the aspects. But we're gonna start with leadership because I felt like that would be kind of fun. Mainly, I didn't want to start with protection. And then so we have the 3.5 resource generators there. Hey, the Romeo, how's it going? What's up? Hope you're doing well. So we've got that. Pepper Potts is like the Uber generator. The Uber generator. The other thing that we can look at is like Moon Girl here. So play only if your identity has the champion or genius trait. So you can play it in alter ego and you get to draw a card for every mental resource that you use to pay for her with, which I think is really strong. The problem is that we don't necessarily want to be adding a ton of mental resources into Tony's deck, especially because we are just going to be using the mental resource to boost up the booster boots and give us aerial. Moon Girl, we want to be focusing on lightning resources more because of the repulsor blast. So repulsor blast, if we can hit one lightning resource, really a 1 for 3 is fairly good. He's fun aerial Falcon Snowguard with Cloud9 pumping them all. Ooh, that's fun. I was gonna go for a Voltron type build, and so we could have our power gloves and our reinforced suits to get out there. So reinforced suits is a tech upgrade. Power gloves are a tech upgrade, and so those can really help with our resource generation. It varies. Restricted resource generators are resource generators, but they're less valuable than unrestricted resource generation. I usually often skip Start Tower because once set up, I don't want to flip down. Ironman is one of those weird heroes where you can get a bigger hand size. 7 than an alter ego. That is true, yeah, and you want to be staying up. I guess he has his genius resource ability here, and also with a 7 hand size, which ideally we're going to be hitting quickly, you don't necessarily need as many resource generators. Let me go ahead and grab our doubles, so I always forget to add those. Okay. The other basic card that I want to look at, we can look at other allies as well, but the other basic card that I want to focus on, that we will probably be including in a lot of our builds, is right here, Plasma Pistol. So Plasma Pistol is a tech upgrade. It's a 2-cost tech upgrade. It is a lightning resource. So I like to run at least 2 Plasma Pistols, potentially 3 Plasma Pistols in my Ironman decks, because one, it's adding, what is that, 15% of your deck if you're running at 40 cards, more tech upgrades, right? So you will see these consistently, and if you are maxed out and you don't need to play the Plasma Pistol, you can leave them in your deck for the lightning resource to hit with those repulsor blast. So let's go ahead and grab 3. We can look to cut these if we are running a little bit heavy on the deck build side on number of cards, but we'll go ahead and pull 3 and just have those in consideration. Oh, it's number 1. It's the first card there. There it is. Ooh. You know what? Villain, I ran a deck. I don't remember what it was. Do tech upgrades on allies count? Yes, you control the tech upgrades. I thought I knew that, and then I looked it up to confirm. But yes, you do control all the cards that are under any. Just because you play it on an ally, you still control that card. So the way that it's printed is you get 1 + 1 hand size for each tech upgrade you control. So I usually go for the 3, all in for the 3 Plasma Pistols, except in protection, since that has more tech options. It's nice that he's the energy resource for the damage event. Yeah. I'm gonna do a plan B. I'm gonna pull out a plan B. I ran a deck, but I never actually played it, so I need to fulfill my promise to Villain and actually run a plan B. And I feel like with Ironman, this may be the time to do it, especially if you have that 6. If you have those 6 or the 7 hand size, You can do a lot, and if you're floating a resource or a card, then you can easily turn that into two. So let's pull that out. That's going to be an option. We'll continue to look at that. Okay, we're looking at leadership. I wanted to build the Voltron type build, meaning that we're gonna pick an ally or two, and plan B hype. Let's go. We're gonna pick an ally or two and focus on making them really good with a lot of upgrades and keeping them alive. So the the best S tier Voltron hero, in my opinion, is this Ironman Tony Stark. And then I typically like to pair him with a Ronin. Sure wish you could use the Iron Man. Oh, I can't. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're so right. I can't. So funny. Jeez. So I like to pair Tony Stark with Ronin. Oh, okay. I need more coffee apparently. Here we go. Okay, so Ronin, you cannot use Tony Stark because Tony Stark is who we are playing. Hilarious. Um, okay, so Ronin's a really good option as well. So Ronin gets +1 thwart and +1 attack while an upgrade is attached to him. So he turns into a 2/3, and then all the benefit. God, that's so funny. All the benefits that go into that. Looks like Yondu's back on the menu, boy. Yondu. Oh, I like Yondu. The other option I like is Vision. I always like Vision, especially if we are running with those lightning resources. We're leaning heavily into that. We can really pump up Vision pretty heavily. Yondu is interesting. Why do I not like Yondu? I don't understand why I don't like Yondu. We're gonna try Yondu. Let's try Yondu. So Yondu is a 4-cost Guardian ally. Maybe can Power Gloves? Power Gloves has to be an Avenger ally. Reinforced Suit does not. We're definitely running the Power Gloves in the Reinforced Suit. The problem is we're losing a target with Yondu, and that's maybe why I'm going to lean into Vision a little bit more, because we get that Avenger synergy. Played an entire game of Iron Man with the Iron Man ally and didn't realize what I'd done until I was just packing it up. It's the multiverse. It's fine. It's fine. You can lean into Mighty Avengers in that case. Yeah, Mighty Avengers. What a crazy card. Not as crazy as Uncanny, but we will. Let's go crazy. Let's show what leadership can do. So we want Mighty Avengers. One of the things with Mighty Avengers is that it's an expensive card, and Iron Man does not care about that. Iron Man is fine. Honorary Avenger. We'd absolutely could do an Honorary Avenger. That's a lot of setup. It's a lot of setup. Yeah. I think if we didn't have the option of Vision, then yeah, I would lean into the honorary. Go for Champs works on Snowguard and Cloud9. Just saying. Choose a player until the end of the phase. Each aerial character that player gets +1. Go for, and Snowguard. Yeah, that is. Okay, let me maybe revisit that, but let me grab the Reinforced Suits and the Power Gloves and all the tech stuff that we absolutely need. We're at least gonna run 2 of these. It's hard to justify non-Avengers with Mighty Avengers. That, yes, 100%. I'm looking for Power Gloves. That's what I'm looking for. And I want to lean into Avengers because we have this, which is a tech only for Avenger allies. So gotta be a champion to play it though. Oh yeah, that is true. Go for champions. Yep. Yeah. Ant-Man is a decent vulture. Ooh, I like Ant-Man. Yeah. He's also cheap. I'm a big fan of cheap. Is this where we run Captain Marvel? Is that a... Is Captain Marvel in? After Captain Marvel enters play, discard the top 4 cards of your deck. If you discarded a lightning resource, deal 3 damage to an enemy. If you discarded more than 1 printed lightning resource, also stun that enemy. Could be kind of cool. Could be kind of cool. I also really like White Tiger here. Especially in Expert. White Tiger is a great, also a lightning resource. We got 2, 4. Oh, I need my reinforced suits. So we got the reinforced suits. We got all of the good stuff. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18 cards with the plan B. We have a good variety or a good distribution of energy resources, so we could lean a little bit heavier into that. Or we could focus on that with a different build and mainly just kind of lean into the Voltron. If we are going to lean into the Voltron, we're going to need some stuff like Innovation is always really solid to heal. What am I thinking? I'm thinking of Triskelion. Not Triskelion. Team Training. Did I not have Team Training in here? Oh, jeez, wow. U.S. Agent does well with ally upgrades since he has so many uses. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. I have not played a U.S. Agent in a long time. I think the last time I played U.S. Agent was the monthly challenge where I had to kill a villain with Retaliate with an ally, or an ally's Retaliate had to kill the villain. So Team Training allows you to stay out there for even longer. I assume First Aid's a mental, right? First Aid's a mental resource. Yeah. Okay. Triskelion could be interesting here, especially if we are running with like Vision, Ronin, and Ant-Man. Having that 4th ally slot could be really nice for a rotating ally. Will the game last that long? I don't actually know. Will we ever need that? I have no idea. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. I kind of like regroups, but I'm wondering if we can just keep things alive. Comms implants is a tech. I didn't think I realized that. I didn't think I realized that comms implant was a tech upgrade. That makes Yandu. Avenger Tower? Oh yeah, good call. Good call. Avengers Tower, let's go. That solves the Triskelion issue as well, so we are even better. And we could run in with some more upgrades. So we could, run our Inspired, we could run our Sky Cycles, we could run our Lead from the front is a little expensive, but it's a lightning resource. Lead from the front. They get +1 thwart and +1 attack until the end of the phase. I like it. Hey BB, how's it going? It is a little expensive. +1 thwart, +1 attack till the end of the phase. So best case scenario, that's plus probably 4 attack, right? If we need that much thwarting, we're in a lot more trouble than what lead from the front can help us with. So if we run that, we're looking at 4 allies plus Ironman plus the arc reactor activation. So that's 6 damage for 2 in a best case scenario. It is a lightning resource. So I do... It's so situational. It's tough. It's like I think I would 6 attack, and also like with looking at a solo game, I'm not 100% sold that we are gonna need that much damage. Like if we are set up to the points where it would be worth the payout, or are we already in a winning situation? Does that make sense? And it's like, can I focus more on uh drawing into those cards that I really need? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. I kind of want to play Captain Marvel here just because Captain Marvel seems fun. Command Team has the Command Team is a really solid option, especially for the Voltron. Good call. Let's go. Let's go 2x of those. Just get them ready. Just get them ready, ready, ready. We also need to figure out a way to. Actually, hold on. Let's do the math here. Do we actually need to find a way to heal? I mean, we got Vision attacking for 4, 5 with 5. Hey, BB, thank you for the subscription. But did I miss the start? Leadership, isn't Ironman a bit of a solo guy? That's fair. That's fair. So okay, real quick, this is not the Marvel Champions cinematic universe. This is a hero spotlight. So we're going to be playing Iron Man through all 4 of the aspects. It just happens that he was the top voted hero, and we're also going to be playing him through the cinematic universe next week. And so, yes, leadership is not going to be kind of the target for the thematic play, but we are just playing through. No, you're fine. It's just funny how it timed up and got lined up. How rough is the Hood? I was thinking about going against that scenario for my first playthrough with Miles and Ghost Spider. The Hood can be very, very tough. Expert Hood, I think Josh was saying, and I agree, is one of the top. Expert Hood is one of the worst or the hardest solo villains to play. The Hood can be really tough. It's all like RNG dependent. Need 3 more cards. I'm gonna grab Captain Marvel. She sounds fun. Captain Marvel is fun. 5 cost is expensive, but we'll figure out how to play for it. He's not bad on standard though. He's entirely up to the exactly. It's kind of all up to the bot sets. Good, yeah. Thanks, Josh. I like Kalu. Kalu's the lightning resource as well as a card draw or finding a sweet event. Plus Miles and Gwen are crazy strong, so go for it. True. Okay, so we've got 25 cards. I may run. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, let's go at least another copy of Reinforced Suit, and we may go another copy of Power Gloves. 1, consistency. 2, if we are looking at the option of using Ant-Man as well. Am I only running 2 plasma pistols? Is that what I put in here? Nope, there's 3 of them. I'm going to keep the 3 plasma pistols mainly because the Power Gloves and the Reinforced Suit are kind of, I don't even know what the right word. There's a prereq to play them by having an Avenger ally onto the table, and so these are not as fast as I'm going to want them to be because I do need to drop that ally, and so let's just grab an innovation, and that's going to help bail us out a little bit. Cool. Also, Boardlandia has Scarlet Keys for $75. You're not to that expansion yet and just spent all my money, but sale. That's a really good sale. I'm like straight up. Like I always try and force you into buying stuff because yeah. But I mean that's a really solid sale. Greetings from Sydney on the other side of the time zone. Hope I didn't miss anything important. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Monday, Tuesday. I have no idea what time it is in Sydney, but I hope you're having a wonderful time in Sydney. That's awesome. That's so much fun. I've always wanted to visit Australia. It's crazy. It takes forever to get there. but sounds awesome. We just did the deck build for blue, so thanks for the invite. Okay. I'm panicking because I just dealt out the wrong number of cards. I just may have missed it though. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Okay, we're running with an extra card. What that is, I have no idea. Did you grab Chinger's Steep Ally with the energy resource, but pretty squishy? Ooh. Stinger is good. Stinger is good. Hey, Massive Vault, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Okay. We're gonna run with the 41. I do like Stinger on the I do like Stinger as an option, but oh no, this trip would have been on you. I would have just been asking along for the ride. Nice. Okay, so attack on Mount Athena. We're creating the experimental weapons deck, setting it aside, so that's over here. When revealed, reveal the topmost card of the experimental weapons deck. Sure, I'm gonna shuffle this. We've got Exosuit. So this is spend one of each resource to discard this card, and it is a +1 scheme, a +1 attack. Crossbones 2 starts with a Crossbones machine gun in front of him. So after he attacks, or actually before he attacks, you discard the top card of the encounter deck and take indirect damage equal to that, or equal to the number of boost icons on that card. Then we've got Crossbones has piercing now because he is rocking 2 different weapons. So there's that. This feels like an Ironman ripoff. Like the exosuit feels like they're ripping my tech off here. Jealousy flows through me when you stream champions because I want that villain stand. So nice. Crossbones on stage 2 is starting with 14 health. Let me bump that health up a little bit. Ironman is starting with 9 health. We are ready to start, it feels like. 2-2, actually a 3-3. Let's see what we got. We got a 6 hand size. We got a plasma pistol. We got Ant-Man. We got White Tiger. We've got Rocket Boots, Pepper Pots, and Command Team. I am pretty happy with where we are sitting right now, right? So Pepper Pots is an excellent resource generator that if we can get onto the table, especially with a double, we are feeling pretty good. Hey, 7 Cent Pretzel, how's it going? Can't wait to see how the Act Agenda stand looks for Arkham. It's good. It's nice. I like it. I played with it on Friday. It's nice. So both of these stands stand up so that like they would look like this, which would be really nice for me. However, you all on stream would not be able to see them. The Act and Agenda deck work better stood up than they do laying down, just because like this is really thick and really like nice, but it blocks a lot of the text that I would see from like the when it's laying down. So when it's standing up, I like it a lot more. But this one works fine standing down or sitting down as well. Attack on Mount Athena is essentially a let Crossbones move to stage 2 in Ironman. Absolutely. You can say that Nelson stands for these stands. Yes. Okay, I really like the Rocket Boots. That gives us +1 hit point. It's really just attack. I really like this here. I really like Pepper Pots. I'm thinking of playing White Tiger, Command Team, and Ant-Man. Ant-Man would be nice to get onto the table, but I'm looking at this. It's like I probably need to mulligan a little hard here. Mainly because Pepper is going to take three resources to play. And so, we're going to not be able to play everything. So with that actually being said, I would really like a double. So White Tiger could help with that double. White Tiger could also Hmm. I may mulligan the... No, I'm going to keep the plasma pistol. We really want the tech upgrades. We're going to mulligan these 3. The reason being is we have more options in our deck. And White Tiger right now is net 1 card. Net -1 card. So I'm going to mulligan a little hard. We also have the Futurist to try and get a double. We got Mighty Avengers, which is a tough... We got Captain Marvel. Oh, geez. And Stark Tower. Okay. Okay, well, there we go. So we're going to use our Futurist ability. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Add one of those cards to our hand and discard the rest. Okay, so that's a Genius. I think Genius is going to help us get the ball rolling a little bit quicker. Avengers Tower would be really nice to have, though. But a Genius on turn 1 that can activate twice with Pepper is going to be really hard to pass up. We just drew all of our really expensive cards. Team Training, Avengers Tower. These are nice. Let's take it the Genius. Okay, let's go Genius and Stark Tower to pay for Pepper Pots. We will use Pepper Pots, exhaust Pepper Pots, generate the resources on the top of your discard pile for a lightning. Or two mental. We will use the 2 mental to play Plasma Pistol. This comes in with 3 charge counters. We can use one of the charge counters to deal a damage to an enemy. And then we will use Captain Marvel to pay for Rocket Boots, which is going to give us +1 health. And now we are at 2 tech. We're going to hang on to Mighty Avengers. Yeah, we're going to hang on to Mighty Avengers. And we're not going to do anything. We're going to stand up. We're going to stand up. We got Reinforced Suit, Innovation. Uh-oh. Plasma Pistol. 4. 5. Repulsor Blast. Okay, this is... I probably should have hung on to Ant-Man. Genius with Pepper is excellent. Nice find. Yeah. Oh, I love it. It's so much fun. I love Pepper. Okay, so we are going to add 1. Crossbones is going to scheme for 2 + 2. That's going to pop. Nope, not the getaway. The Infinity Stone. When revealed, reveal the top card of the experimental weapons deck. After the villain attacks and damages you, discard 1 card from your hand. Our encounter card is the Hydra Sidearm. He gets +1 attack. Alrighty then, so this is happening. We're just, here we are. Okay, let's use the Futurist ability. We got a Supersonic Punch, and an Energy. Let's take the Energy. We're going to use the Energy to play Plasma Pistol, so that's our 2nd restricted item. It's also a 3rd tech item, bringing our hand size up to 4, so it is reasonable to roll up at this point. I don't think that I'm ready to lose this 2nd scheme, and so with that said, we may have to, right? Because we're going to add 1. He's going to scheme for 3 plus a boost card, and if the boost card is 1, we lose. That being said, we're going to be taking a hit to the face when we roll up, and that's not great. But here we are. Dang. Let's go ahead and go Pepper Pots and a Repulsor Blast for Mighty Avengers. We'll flip up to Ironman. We are not going to use the Repulsor Blast because he's building his Ironman suit as well. Right? I wonder if Crossbones is from the deep or shallow south. If so, maybe we should call him the Southern Cross. Yeah. We're going to toss the Repulsor Blast and Innovation. I'm going to hang on to Reinforced Suit and Hope. I guess we'll attack for 3. Okay, we'll stand up. Reinforced Suit, Plan B, Plasma Pistol, Power Gauntlets. Team, I need my Voltron allies. Alrighty, we got 1 here. Crossbones is going to attack, so we will take 2 indirect damage. 1, 2. Crossbones is attacking for 2, 3, 4 plus a boost. We're at 8. Oh my gosh. We'll take it. Deal yourself 1 face down encounter card. Excellent. So 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to 4. And we've got 2 encounter cards. Kang, Master of Time, activates against you. If he's not on play, search encounter deck and discard pile for him and put him into play engaged with you. Kang, Master of Time. Where are you at, buddy? Toughness, Villainous. He gets +1 scheme and +1 attack for each obligation in our play area. Six health. And we got an Under Fire. Surge, reveal the top card of the encounter deck. Got Raid the Armory, Insight 1. When revealed, discard the cards from the top of the encounter deck until a weapon attachment is discarded. Just make sure you discard a card because you got damaged by the gauntlets. Ooh, yes. Dang it. Good call. That's not good. That's really bad, actually. So we got another weapon, Combat Knife. And then we've got Crossbones Assault. When defeated, Crossbones activates against the player defeated this game. Well, that was a fun turn. That was cool. Not good, guys. Not good, y'all. Let's go Pepper and a Plan B for a Power Gauntlets. This is not good. We're gonna have to roll down, meaning that we are going to lose the main. We're gonna keep Plan B instead of Plasma Pistol. Okay, so this is gonna go up to 5. Crossbones is gonna scheme out. We're gonna scheme out no matter what. Hangmaster Time is gonna scheme on the second. Oh, time to consider diplomacy, right? Could you have gotten rid of a weapon when you discarded at the end of the turn? I don't see a card for below for the Repulsor Blast. Oh, could I have gotten rid of a weapon? That would have been smart. I could have, yeah. Yeah. Good call. Good call. Good call. I guess Crossbones is wearing Arkham Bandolier because he needs those. Yeah. Yeah, he has more restricted items than he's allowed. This reminded me of my Magog game last night. He hurt bad and fast, right? Alrighty, so we're gonna scheme out on this so we don't. Well, I'm not gonna take care of that. That's insane. So let's go ahead and knock the tough. And then we'll throw 3 at Kang. And actually, let's actually just throw 2 at Kang. Let's stand up. When we flip down, we're actually going to heal. 1, 2, 3. Let's use Futurist. We got Repulsor Blast, Command Team, and a Strength. We'll take the Strength. And we will use Strength to play Plan B. But then that leaves Strength on the top of our deck for next turn. We'll stand up. Where are my Voltron allies? That's not one of them. 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 No. No. Where are they? Where are they? Okay, we're going to add 2. Crossbones is going to scheme for 2 plus 1. So this pops. The Getaway. When revealed, reveal the top card of the Experimental Weapons deck. Energy Shield. Retaliate 1. Gross. Then Kang is going to scheme for 2. So there we are at 3 out of 5 already. Light of Century Sphere. When defeated, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play with the player defeated the scheme. You got a when defeated. Got a when defeated here as well. And an extra encounter card. There needs to be some sort of challenge where you beat Crossbones when he has all of the experimental weapons in play. Ooh, that's fun. Tony probably said something arrogant, so his allies are having coffee waiting for him to apologize. And yeah, that's very, very fair. Let's go ahead and use Pepper to play Arc Reactor. And then let's use his Futurist ability. We got Ingenuity, Quinn Carrier, and there's Ronin, finally. Is it too late? It probably is too late, to be honest with you. But here we are. Do we take... Yeah, we take Ronin. We have to get somebody out there. So we'll take Ronin. Got War Machine, Power Gauntlets, and Power Gloves to play Ronin, and then we can drop the Power Gloves on Ronin. And then we are sitting at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so yeah, we'll be good there. Okay. We're sitting at 7 health. 7 health. 7 health. We need to not lose. So let's flip up to Ironman. We also have a ready here. So let's do that. Let's go War Machine, Power Gauntlets, and a copy of Power Gloves to play Ronin. Ronin's an Avenger, so he gets to benefit from all of that good Mighty Avenger stuff. We're also going to toss a Rocket Boost to play a Power Gloves on Ronin. So Ronin is now swinging for 4. Because this is... Well, okay. It's 3. 4. Power Gloves is after he attacks or thwarts deal 1 damage to an enemy. So... So that's pretty sweet. So we're going to swing for 4 to kill Kang, Master of Time. Ronin takes a damage. Power Gloves will ping Crossbones. Take him down to 10. We're going to thwart for 2 here. We're going to Arc Reactor to ready. Power Gloves. Plasma Pistol isn't an attack, so it won't trigger the Retaliate. King is defeated, about time. Ronin, not to be confused with the Accuser, he's been running Marvel Champions since his appearance. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? We're just not going to be doing good things here. This is tough. Let's go ahead and thwart 2 here. Okay, let's stand up. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we're at our max hand size. 2, 4, 6. Dang it, we deck out. We're not winning this game. There's no way. But at least now we have our vision. We got Kalu, vision, reinforced suit, helmet, armor, reinforced suits. Okay, so we're gonna place 2 here. Crossbones is going to attack us. We will use the machine gun, which is gonna give us 1 damage. We're just gonna take that right to the face. And then he's attacking for 2, 3, 4, 5. And if he damages us, we have to discard a card. I honestly think that the right call here is to block with Ronin. Which is sad, but I can't take the hit. We're at 6. Yeah, we'll block with Ronin. So +2. Now we're resolving 3 encounter cards, so that's fun. We got an advance, which is going to be game. Alrighty. Cool. Let's run that one back. Shortest tenure for a Voltron ally. Yeah, right? It's a very Tony thing to do, though, right? Like, buy someone, just throw him in front of the fire. Okay, so that was crazy. Did not enjoy that. I think one of the things that I needed to do is to maybe play Ant-Man, just get Ant-Man out there so that I had a target for like the reinforce and the power glows when I drew them, which would have helped. I also think that I tried to out ramp Crossbones, and that was not the right call, right? This is a very losing situation. And so I needed to maybe, instead of like trying to ramp quicker, trying to get rid of some of these as they were coming out. So with that being said, is there any modifications to the deck? Mighty Avengers is slow, and I feel like we may not be able to well, I think one of the issues also, I should not have played Mighty Avengers. I shouldn't have played. The tricky thing with Voltron plus Iron Man is you need to set up Iron Man and a Voltron ally and recover from the board after set. That's very true. That's very, very true. All right. What are we looking at? I think I'm going to cut one of the... or the innovation. That's as late game setup as I've heard. So if we cut the innovation, we go down to 40. It doesn't really matter. But here we are. We got this. So weapons master, these two go in here. We are also going to need to go find that sweet machine gun. Professor X, if you drop all I need Avenger Stick to get a Confuse in. I like that. I like Prof. Plus it's a block. I like Prof. Yeah, and Mighty Avengers removes the temptation for me to play it early. In League of Legends, we have a term for that. Don't worry, we scale. Nice. So if we drop the Mighty Avengers, then well, okay, so I guess the thing is we could actually keep Mighty Avengers with Prof because he's out there for such short of a time, right? We could have all of our allies activate and then play. Go cheaper on the allies, maybe. I also think that's probably a good call. So I think we probably can cut Captain Marvel. I think we have the damage, especially if we're running Mighty. Kalu, Vision. Okay, so our Voltron targets are Vision. I think a few cheaper allies might smooth things out, so you can start to get some cheaper allies out to put upgrades blocks for you. Going back to our video, one of Iron Man's weaknesses is defense, so I'd be looking to offset that. Prof X is awesome for the effectively 2 blocks. Effectively 2 blocks. Oh, confused. Yeah. Alrighty, okay, cool. So if we're going to do that, we probably don't need Avengers Tower. I remember D20 built a Voltron deck, but then it just bombed at the start. Then it was like, oh, Voltron Cal. That's a choice. Okay, so if we... So we got White Tiger, which is a cheap ally. We got Ant-Man, who is a cheap ally. We've got Kalu, who is a cheap ally. Do we actually need Kalu here? Or does Kalu need a different space, right? Because a lot of our stuff is actually not that event based. So do we cut out Kalu and go with like Maria Hill? which is effectively the same thing, just more thwart. I don't think it really matters. Kalu could whiff. Let's cut Kalu and go for Maria. Another possible challenge: Voltron Machina to make him an offset threat, an offensive threat. I don't know if I quite understand. I'm sorry, Maddie. What was I doing? Maria. We want a prof. Do we ever get 2 Professor X's? Maybe we only have 1. Oh, Victor Mantra. Yes. The zero thwart. Voltron. Yes. When I read that, I read Machina, like Vox Machina, the Critical Role people. That's so cool. Prof. We need a prof. Cheap allies. We could go with Ironheart as well. We're starting to add a lot of mentals. So, I mean, I don't like Moon Girl. I don't want to be able to not play Moon Girl for the majority of the game once we roll up. So those are those. Also, let's look at our cost. We're running pretty heavy on the blue cards. Never mind. Yeah, our cost curve is pretty high. We got, I think, a plasma. We have another plasma pistol somewhere. Yeah. So we got 5 targets there. We've got 2, 4, 6, 7. We got 6 and 7 targets. That's pretty hot. Personally, I'd also want more allies. Ironheart, Yondu, U.S. Agent, Stinger. I do really like Stinger. Because he's really cheap. And he's also lightning, I believe, right? Yeah. So we got Stinger. Yondu. U.S. Agent. I think I like U.S. Agent more than I like Yondu because mainly those power gloves, if I wanted to keep those rocking. Tony throwing his own protege into the maws of the lion. Role model you are, right? Ironheart. I do like Ironheart. Ironheart is so freaking good. We do have Maria. So we got 2, 4, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 8 targets for power of. That's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24, 25. Okay, so that's actually a deck right there. The problem is it too expensive? That's the question. So our allies now look, actually no, it's 1 over. Our allies look like Stinger, Ant-Man, White Tiger, Ronin, U.S. Agent. Ronin and U.S. Agent are the main targets for the Voltron stuff. We got Maria. Got command teams. Ironheart and Prof. Thoughts on dropping command team? I could be talked into it. I think dropping, if we drop the command teams, what are we looking to replace it with? I think we're looking to replace it with more allies. The power of. But at that point we're looking at 2, 4, 5 targets for the power of. 6. Looking at 6 power, which drops us kind of below that threshold of like 8 to 10. Leadership is overrated. Embrace anarchy. So, like, if we're removing the command teams, do we need the power ofs? That's the question. I drop command team. You don't have first aid or Yandu, so you'll burn through your allies' HP pretty quick with little return. Command teams. I love command team as a card, but I've been moving away from it in solo. Hard to get down. That's fair. Could be all of us. Oh, power in all of us and power in leadership. Just split it 1 and 1. 2, 4, 6, 7 targets for all of us. I think I like that. Just trying to get that cost. I think our ally lineup looks good now. We got 2, 4, 6, 8 allies to get down. The other option would be... No, I don't think I want to grab Yondu at this point. I mean, the other thing is like with these tech upgrades, we don't have to throw them on Ronin and US Agent. We really could just grab and throw them on anybody just for the +1 hand size, and then they as kind of a ramping option. I could see power in all of us. Could also see Nick. Honestly, this is less Voltron and more irresponsible leadership lambs to the slaughter deck, and that's fine. There's always meditation, quicker setup, but useless if you're in hero and unwilling to go to alter ego. Not sure I do it. I like meditation with Tony. It just like becomes a dead card in your deck pretty quickly, and it's a mental resource. And so if I have a dead card, I'd much rather it be a lightning resource. But I really like... I don't know. It's like, does the quicker setup offset what it can do? That's interesting. I think I like... the power of. If we go like power in all of us and power in leadership, if we split them, that seems crazy, but... And it's also like... These are all upgrades, so we're not going to be able to utilize them multiple times, the power in all of us multiple times for that, but it is a quick setup. I like meditation. You can consider other resource generators like Helicarrier or Clarity of Purpose. Clarity of Purpose is actually really solid. I didn't mean to say that like that was a surprise that you came up with a good idea at all. I apologize. But I do really like Clarity of Purpose. That's awesome because Tony can get a lot of health. Tony can get up to 11, 17 health just with his core kit. So Clarity of Purpose, big fan of that. Good call. I like Clarity of Purpose. That's going to be a little bit more consistent. Ideally, especially because we have these chump blockers, so our health is going to be less valuable. Let me count this up just to make sure that I'm doing okay. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 24. So we were correct. We need one more card. I sometimes split power O's. Futurist is great at bringing... Oh, that is true. Futurist is great. Once you have a 7-card hand size, it's easier to bring them together too. Nice. It's also just a straight wild to help us get rid of the machine gun stuff, or all the weapons. So like in that sense, they're worth adding too. Yeah, good call. we're right here on this. Well, you're thinking a little bit ahead of me, but I like it. Let's split them. That runs us at 36, and so I won't tell the Marvel Champions or 41. I won't tell the Marvel Champions Police if you don't. So there's the Professor X. How did I miss him? And yeah, with Futurist, that's so good. Also, yeah, because with Pepper, we can use it as a wild resource to help get rid of the attachments. I like it. I like it. Thanks for yeah. That was fun. That was fun. Sweet. Okay, so I'm gonna start at 9. Villain's gonna start at 14. These go away, thank goodness. Okay. We've got it. We've got this. I do like meditation. I think I want to do meditation for one of these builds. Marvel Champions better together. Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude, we are so close to Con of Heroes. We're like, what, 5 weeks away from Con of Heroes? I'm so pumped. I'm excited. I hope to see all of you all there. Or as many of you all there as can make it. That'll be a lot of fun. We played a lot of games. I had a couple of people over this weekend. We had like a game weekend. And we played, well, including my Arkham play on Friday. From Friday to Sunday, I played 21 hours of games. It was a lot of games. It was a lot of games. It was a ton of fun. We played Coffee Traders for the first time. That's a really big economic game. That I really enjoyed Coffee Traders. I thought that was fun. Played Ginkgopolis again. I played Viticulture World a couple of times. So good. So good. We played, what all did we play? We played a lot. Played a lot of like So Clovers, Bonanza. Bonanza was incredibly fun. So cool. Okay. Win revealed, searching counter deck for Crossbones machine gun. It is there. We got attack on Mount Athena. We got the experimental weapons deck. Win revealed, reveal the top card of this. Meditation plus Sonic Rifle is your favorite Ironman combo for... Oh, yeah. Yeah. Once you have one Sonic Rifle set up, use the Confuse to cover you, flipping... Oh, yes. That's pretty... Oh, yeah. That's going to be our next build. That's going to be fun. So we've got the Exosuit. Again, good. I like that a lot. That's really fun. Meditation is a card that I need to use more of. We got Team Training, we got Quinn Carrier, we got Power Gloves, Ingenuity, Repulsor Blast, and Ironheart. Excellent. So I really like having these two right here. I really like having Ironheart. However, I may not like Quinn Carrier because I don't think I'm flipping up. So I cannot play Quinn Carrier unless I have the Avenger traits, and I will not have the Avenger traits. So that being said, we're probably going to toss that Quinn Carrier. We're probably going to pass the Power Gloves. I'm going to toss the Repulsor Blast. Team Training is interesting. Your Sonic Rifles and Beat Cops and Meditations are all live together. It's just like a pack. It's like your standard pack. You just pull them out and just put them into the deck. That's awesome. Yeah, so I think we're going to do the same strategy and lose this first scheme just to give us a little bit of time to build up. We may hang on to Team Training. I don't think I do. I don't actually even know if Team Training should be in this deck. It probably should. It probably should. But we're going to mulligan the Team Training. Okay, we got, oh, beautiful. Prof, Plan B, White Tiger, and a Ronin. Well, now I have all my allies. I was gone for a bit. What did I miss? Absolutely nothing. We glitched out and we did not absolutely get decimated the first game. That definitely didn't happen. No, we got overrun pretty quickly. We did a little bit of deck modification, added a couple more cheap allies into our deck so that we could survive. Glad we didn't get wrecked. Yep. Let's use Futurist. We got a Rocket Boots, we got a Repulsor Blast, and we got a Power Gauntlets. I think we're probably going to go Rocket Boots here. It's a little bit cheaper. Okay, let's look at this. We're definitely playing Prof for the Confuse. If we play Prof, we actually could flip up. If we play Prof, we could flip up. That would be kind of interesting. So he could take the hit. And then we flip back down next turn. If we are doing that, we need more. There's no reason for us to flip up. It just kills a turn. I think we're going to take the Rocket Boots. Because we've got. If we can play White Ingenuity. White Tiger. White Tiger draws us 2 cards. We just don't have the money to pay for everything. I really want to get Prof down. Because Prof gives us one more turn to build before we flip. And I think that's really, really valuable. So let's do White Tiger and Ironheart for Ingenuity. Yeah. White Tiger and Ironheart for Ingenuity. We've got Ingenuity, Plan B, and Ronin for Prof. We'll confuse Crossbones. Now, if we flip up right now, we have a hand size of 1, so it's definitely not worth it. So we're going to hang on to Rocket Boots. It's a cheap tech. So there we go. Got Arc Reactor, War Machine, OP, Energy, Pepper. There we go. Now we're rocking. And a Stinger. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so we got 1. Crossbones is going to scheme. He's confused. Then we've got a Crossbones' armor. Sweet. When he would take any amount of damage, place it here instead. If there are 5 or more, you discard the armor. That's cool. Alrighty. Let's go. Let's do Futurist. We got Maria, Strength, and Supersonic Punch. So the energy is going to pay for Pepper. We've got Pepper to pay for Arc Reactor. Got Booster Boots to play for Stinger. I don't know if I take Strength here. I don't think I need Strength. I think I'm going to take Maria. Okay. Okay. Ingenuity and Energy is going to pay for Pepper. Pepper is going to pay for Arc Reactor. War Machine and Stinger will pay for Maria, which will draw us into the Power in All of Us. Power in All of Us will pay for a Rocket Boots. We are at 2 tech, so we're still not in a situation where we want to roll up, but that's actually kind of fine because we've got. He doesn't have Retaliate. We still have another turn, so he can scheme out, and I think we'll be okay. We could also like use Maria to block, but I mean we're rolling up with the hand size of 3. I don't want to do that, so we'll stand up. Got a Reinforced Suit, Repulsor Blast, Helmet, Plasma Pistol, and an Armor. Okay, one more card. Another Plasma Pistol. I think we've passed a lot of our allies. We drew a lot of them really early. We got Ronin. We got White Tiger. Yeah, we passed a lot of our allies. We still have U.S. Agent coming. Here we are. Okay, we got 1. Crossbones is scheming for 2 + 1. Infinity Stones comes in. Reveal the the Energy Shield. We're gonna have to get rid of that. Our encounter card is Hydro Bomber. Choose either take 2 damage or place 1 threat on the main scheme. We'll place 1 threat because Maria can take care of that. Sweet. Alrighty. Let's go. Let's rock and roll. So we have Pepper to pay for a plasma pistol. Nope, that's not how that works at all. For some reason I thought the strength was still there. Futurist. Clarity of purpose, plasma pistol, and a reinforced suit. We're gonna take the clarity of purpose. Let's use Pepper to play for clarity of purpose. Let's use Ingenuity to pay for the helmet. Let's use reinforced suit and a repulsor blast to pay for the plasma pistol. Now we're getting built out. Let's go. Let's go ahead and flip up to hero form. We're going to use clarity of purpose. We'll take a damage to generate a resource. We'll toss the armor to play another plasma pistol. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have a hand size of 6. So feel pretty good about that. Love that Ironman is building up a suit. Well, at some point he just picks up a plasma pistol. He's like, yeah, I could use that. Maria's gonna thwart 2 here. She'll take a damage. I hate the retaliate one. We'll have to get rid of that next turn. We can go Arc Reactor and Iron Man to kill the Hydro Bomber. Just 2 basic activations. We got these plasma pistols. We can start loading up the armor, I guess. There you go. Okay, let's stand up. We have a hand size of 6, right? I just counted that. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2, 4, 6. And at this point, we probably do not roll back down. Got Supersonic Punch, U.S. Agent, Ant-Man, Rocket Boots, a Genius. Let's go. Let's go. Just make sure that the pistols don't get away. Can you imagine just like hitting the wrong button and just obliterating his pistol? Actually, I take 2. No, plasma pistol is not an attack, so I don't trigger retaliate. Why does he have retaliate? Oh, yeah. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Okay. But plasma pistol is not an attack. Okay. We're going to add 1. Crossbones is going to attack, so machine gun is going to deal 2 indirect. We're just going to take that. 1, 2. Then Crossbones is going to attack for a 4 plus a boost. Maria's blocking. Getting rid of that gang up. That would have been a sad pull. There goes Maria. Iron Man holding 2 pistols in his left hand just so he can shoot someone with his right. What if Nelson plays the other gauntlet? I guess if he puts the pistols into his non-firing hand. Cut off guard. Discard an upgrade or support that we control. It'll be Rocket Boots. No, actually it'll be a plasma pistol. No, we'll do Rocket Boots. Okay. Here we go. Let's use a Genius to play a Power Gauntlets. Let's use a Pepper and a Ingenuity to play a U.S. Agent. Let's use a Ant-Man and a Supersonic Punch to get rid of Energy Shield. I remember how to do this. I said we aren't going to roll down. We actually may roll down here just because I don't necessarily have a good answer for an attack. I don't really want to have US block. If we flip down, we're sitting at 1. He's scheming. We're probably not losing the main. We'll go ahead and plasma pistol twice more for this armor. And then we'll have Ironman hit him for 1. Arc reactor readies. Oh yeah, the helmet. We'll remove 1 thread here. We're at 7 health. We're going to clarity of purpose, take a damage, throw a rocket boots onto the table. So now we are at 7 hand size, but he's going to be hitting us fairly hard. I'm thinking that we're going to flip down. We're going to heal. 1, 2, 3. And start focusing on those cheaper allies now. Okay. Got 4 card. He goes through his deck so fast. Oh yeah, thank you. Forgot about that. Thank you. Buy rocket boots, but I also played a rocket boot, so I get the HP back. Josh, I wonder how many people get how do you solve a problem like Maria from The Sound of Music stuck in her head whenever Maria Hill is played. I have a sinking suspicion it's just me. I don't do that. But that's because I'm not super familiar with the song. Tries to compute Josh's reference, but fails. Okay, so we've got Stark Tower, Power Gloves, Reinforced Suit. Let's go. U.S. Agent's about to get hype. And some Repulsor Blast. Alrighty. We got 2, 4, 6. Let's go. So we're going to add 1. Crossbones is going to scheme for 3 plus 1 is 4. So we are good. I kind of forgot about that +1 from the exosuit, so that's good. We got 2 encounter cards. The first one being Light of Century Sphere. When defeated, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play. The player who defeated the scheme. Okay, so that's got to go. Because it's got a hazard. That's a tough side scheme. The cross-section of Champions fans and classical music fans may not go too far. I met a girl named Maria stuck in my head. I have Dear Maria, Count Me In from All Time Low. That's the one that I go to. My mom had Sound of Music on VHS. It was a 2 VHS movie. Watched it hundreds of times. That Weapons Master. The villain schemes. If they have a weapon attachment, this card gains surge. Here we go. So we're scheming for enough. Okay, so here we are. Surges into a Hydra sidearm. Okay, well we can't let that happen anymore. Let's go Futurist, Supersonic Punch, Repulsor Blast, and a Genius. We'll take the Genius. Actually, we won't. There's no reason for us to do that. We will take the Repulsor Blast. We'll put the Genius on top. We could get Stark Tower onto the table with Ingenuity. But I'm also I'm eyeing this whole... That seems kind of fun. That seems pretty fun. Throw 3 Repulsor Blasts at him. That's going to be hard to not do. That just seems really fun. I mean, we're going to go through the entire deck again. But it'd be fun. It'd be really cool. Okay, so he's sitting at 14 health. We got to do some damage. Alrighty. Let's at least do that. Well, I guess we have Ingenuity to pay for one of them. We have Clarity of Purpose to pay for one of them. So, you know what? We're just going to Stark Tower just to get that. It doesn't really do anything for us. But we'll use Power Gloves to pay for Reinforced Suit onto U.S. Agent. Then we'll use Stark Tower to pull Power Gloves back. Okay. Sure. Why not? Okay, we're going to flip up. We're going to thwart 2 and helmet for 1. So we are going to discard cards until we get a minion and put that minion into play. When revealed, we are putting it into play, not revealing it. So that was a good pull for us. Putting the genius on top of your discard pile so Pepper can generate 2 resources. Genius, right? Okay, so we've got U.S. agent hanging out. We've got let's go Ingenuity to play a Repulsor Blast. Deal 1 damage to an enemy. We're going to hit the villain. Discard the top 5. We got, oh my gosh, let's go. 3. Oh, come on, give me 1 more. Yes, let's go. So 4, so 8 damage. 8 more damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down to 5. Let's go. That's so hype. My kid has been watching Despicable Me all week, and the word minion is hitting very I need to rewatch it as an adult. I think the last time I saw it was 7 or 8. I didn't understand the politics at that age. Every time I see Christopher Plummer, whether he's portraying a Klingon or a billionaire book author, I picture him blowing that whistle. Arc reactor to ready. Let's do the villains have 5, so like a Repulsor Blast would probably push them, but it may be overkill. That's what I'm looking at. I also don't have I don't have a great option for a block. Again. We also have 1, 2, 3, 4. Power Gloves is 5. So we could push him just without the Repulsor Blast and then play another Repulsor Blast. That could be kind of crazy. The problem I have with your online name in this game is that whenever someone mentions the word villain, my first instinct is that I think they're talking to me. Fair, fair. I think we want to get rid of the exosuit. If we get rid of the exosuit, a surprise advance doesn't just immediately kill us. So let's go Clarity of Purpose. So we'll take a damage. Power Gloves. Power of Leadership. Repulsor Blast. To get rid of the exosuit. I really want to hang on to Repulsor Blast. What is our... We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7 tech. So we could get rid of one of these plasma pistols. Power Gloves would be nice. But we don't need it right now. But it would give U.S. Agent like an additional activation. But no, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to go Plasma Pistol for 1. U.S. Agent for 1. We also, U.S. Agent probably could block this attack. Right? He's attacking for 3 plus a boost. U.S. Agent has 7 health. I got 6 health now. So he could probably take it. Should be kind of funny. Does he go to a 3? He does go to a 3. I don't think I want to push him yet. So we're going to hang on to Repulsor Blast. Or heck, I mean, we could get rid of the Hydra Sidearm. Let's do that. Let's just toss the Hydra Sidearm. Let's thwart this down to 0. We are at 8. So they're is... I never revealed the or when I went into this. So, okay, we got the power gauntlets. Okay, so instead of getting rid of this, we're going to get rid of the power gauntlets. Because I should only have one card left because we're on stage 3. Okay. We'll stand up. We've got a 7 hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7 hand size. I ran into a YouTuber who records himself reacting to seasons of anime and their storylines. His name is the Arc Reactor. Nice. We got White Tiger. We got Ant-Man. We got Power Gloves. We got the Mark 5 armor. We got the Supersonic Punch. And we got Maria. Feeling good if we can survive this. Okay, so Crossbones is going to attack. We're going to toss that last ammo counter to take 2 indirect damage. We're sitting at 8. Let's throw that on here. Crossbones is going to attack us for 3 plus a boost card. We'll take it to the face. I think I can justify throwing the Mark armor down, so that's going to help with that. So plus 0. Let's go. So we're down to 5. Card is full auto. Discard X cards from the top of the encounter deck, where X is Crossbones attack. Take 1 indirect damage for each boost icon discarded this way. So attack is 3. We got 1, 2, 3. So 4 indirect damage. What a horrendous card. Dislike that. Let's go 2 and 2. Alrighty. So if we can push Crossbones, we're looking at a White Tiger drop. Also, I have Power Gauntlets. This is like blocked by my mic, so I just haven't seen it. So I should have used that last time. Got a Supersonic Punch, which can deal 8, which is more than what we need. We've got Iron Man and Ant-Man, which can deal 4. US Agent can deal the 5th, and then we're looking at drawing some cards. Where are my doubles? Do we have doubles in the deck? We have a strength in the deck, so that's good. I love cards like Full Auto, Swinging for the Fences, puts treacheries to not allow Crossbones to keep his weapons, which is just a good strategy. Yeah, very good. Very true. Okay, so check this. If we go Power Gauntlets, we got 2. If we go Aerial, we go, ooh, we could get big here. Go ahead and take care of that. Okay, so Rocket Boots gives us Aerial. Power Gauntlets deals 2. We can have Iron Man attack for 1. And then we have Ant-Man coming in to take him out. Then we have Aerial, so Supersonic Punch deals 8 out of the 16 that we're going to need to do. We have White Tiger, which can draw us a ton of cards, and that gives us just the safety. I do really want to get the armor down. I don't typically like the Mark 5 armor. It's expensive for what it does, but in this situation, I think it's probably good. At this point, US Agent could probably take a hit. So, we're at 3. I love cards like Hydra Regular. It makes winning scenarios a lot easier and gives me a break from Okay, I think we're going to do that. We're going to go ahead and give ourselves Aerial. We're going to hit for 2. Take him down to 3. We are going to Clarity of Purpose. Take 1 damage. For Ant-Man with 1 PIM counter. Yep. We will have... We need the Plasma Pistol. Do we need the Plasma? We don't need the basic activation. So we will attack for 1 and 1, which will push Ant-Man. Or which will, well, yeah, it will push Ant-Man, but it will push Crossbones. So he comes in with 16. When revealed, we're going to reveal the top card of the weapons deck, which is gain range for +1 attack. Arc Reactor will stand up. Now we have got... I would like to play White Tiger. It's going to draw us 3 cards. But I think I want to hang on to either Maria or the Supersonic Punch. The Supersonic Punch is 8 damage, which is half of his health. Do we have our... We've already passed one of our Supersonic Punches, so I think we need to lean into that damage. White Tiger going to draw you 2 double resources and Supersonic Punch, I guarantee you. Well, we only have one Supersonic... Well, we don't have any Supersonic Punches in here. We've got the Supersonic Punch for 8. White Tiger, we could drop... I'm trying to figure out if I want to use White Tiger before Pepper, because if we draw into Strength, we can use Strength again. That being said, I don't know if that really matters. I think I want to take... I think I want to keep Supersonic Punch. We'll play it a little fast and loose. We'll play White Tiger. Yeah, we'll play White Tiger. We'll draw into something, hopefully. And, yeah, okay, let's just do that. We got Mark 5, Maria, and Power Gloves for a White Tiger. We're going to draw 3 cards. Got Reinforced Suit, and a Plasma Pistol. Alrighty. I guess we'll Pepper for a White Tiger. No, oh, actually, hold up. A mental... Those are all mental resources. I was gonna say if we could get rid of the mental and we could do all this shenanigans, but we cannot. I don't think we're gonna make this. Yeah, let's just go here for a Supersonic Punch to deal 8. Take him down to 8. Pepper, I guess we'll play the Reinforced Suit. Why not, right? We'll go 2. We'll go 1. We'll go 1. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Plasma Pistol. Actually, we're going to keep Plasma Pistol. We'll do 1. Take him down to 3. And we still got a 7 hand size. Let's go. In all seriousness, my good design card is probably Now We're Angry from Venom. Forces you to engage with them instead and counteracts chump blocking. I don't remember what that card does, honestly. Are you running 3x plus? I am. Yeah. I like it because even though you can only ever have 2 of them on the table, it allows you to draw into them consistently, especially for that early game setup. It also is that lightning resource which can trigger the Repulsor Blast. We got 2, 4, 6, 7. We're already at 1 hour and 41 minutes. This has flown by. That's insane. Alrighty. So we're going to add 1. Crossbones is going to attack. We're going to block with... I guess we'll block with U.S. Agent. +2. We may get a surprise stream in here this week. Because if this first game took us 2 hours, I don't know if I can do 3 more. So we may come in and maybe tomorrow or something and finish it up. Agent Grudge, King Master of Time. If King is not in the encounter deck and discard pile, put him into play. Okay, we can do that. We'll just go ahead and do it. Just why not, right? Let's just make it. Yeah, here's the next card. Toughness and Villainous. But don't you worry, because Crossbones has 3 health. We are 1, 2, 3. There you go. That was tight. That was Crossbones is fun. Crossbones is fun because he kind of forces you to flip up. Josh, I haven't been able to watch your video yet, which I need to do for best matchups. Who was your best matchup for Ironman? For someone who's the master of time, he's late as hell. Right? Yeah, he should have been around a long time ago. Alrighty. Okay, so I'm feeling justice next just because I want to try that meditation strat. And so that's going to be what we do next. If anybody has a suggestion for the modular set that we should be running with justice against Crossbones, let me know in the comments. And then I'm going to go to the be right back screen. I'm just going to clean up a little bit, and I'll be back here in just a couple minutes. But I will see you soon for some Justice Ironman.